What's up, guys? Dustin McDangle's back with another video. Hope you guys are having a great day. I know I am. This is episode 3 of the Charlton Athletic Career Mode. If you have enjoyed the last episodes, please drop a thumbs up. Also, if you are new to the channel, be sure to subscribe because there will be more videos coming out this summer and into the fall, with FIFA 20 coming out here really soon. So far, the team is doing pretty well. 5 games played, 8 points, with some big games coming up this episode, with fixtures against Fulham and Cardiff City, as well as lesser opponents such as Blackburn, Sheffield Wednesday, and Bristol City. So we will play through the Fulham and Cardiff City game and simulate the other 3, which are the month of September. So far, this will be the first episode that we play with our man Moussasset, the new man that we brought in from Bournemouth. Hopefully he can provide a decent striking option up front as we look to continue on into the Championship League season. And without further ado, we will play this away match against Fulham. Getting into today's match against Fulham FC away from home at Craven Cottage, this will be a tough test against a decent opponent in the Championship side, as they were just relegated from the Premier League this season. So it should be a decent challenge for the boys in red and white. But the ball is rolling and underway here away from home. Hopefully we can walk away with at least a point here. Tries to find Javier, but he ended up passing it down to Moussasset. But Rebo gets a nice little turnover. So we find Taylor. Finds a way through towards Sanchez. Sanchez with a decent run. Unable to connect with the ball there as it falls back to the keeper, and he boots it away. Only as finds Sanchez. We find Taylor. Looking for Solly to make a run. Solly does make a run. We have a man, Moussasset, back post. We put it in towards the near post. Finds a way to almost find his man. Falls to Moussasset! And he is onside as the man straight in from Bournemouth makes an impact in his first game. What a beautiful goal by Moussasset, sticking with the play, as a bad clearance by Fulham there, just trying to stop the ball getting into Moussasset, but ball falls to Taylor, who beats his man Sarri, who isn't the best of or tallest of midfielders. Ball falls to Moussasset, and he does the rest off the bounce, giving us the 1-0 advantage here away from home at Fulham. Play this out towards Sanchez. Sanchez moves it out well. So we work it back to Sanchez, who finds Vincenz. Finds Bauer. Bauer on the ball. We find Sanchez. I see a man streaking, but I'm not going to play it to him. I believe that was Solly. I see Javier on his way through. Javier! Bad finish on the left foot there, as he had a beautiful run behind the defense there. Unable to make a play on the left foot, as he's done so earlier in the season. Unable to connect on that one. Kind of unlucky. Ball played in towards Bauer, and Bauer does well. Foster Kasky does well. We find Sanchez, who finds Moussasset, the lone goal scorer. Hits the man on the stop and go. Don't need any more goals, honestly. So we find Sanchez. We're just going to play this back to Rice. We're just going to hold the possession, guys. We don't need any more goals, as we're just going to work this in the back for the 1-0 boring victory, guys. But we will take that any day of the week, as it is against a top opponent in the Championship this season. 1-0 victory, as Moussasset makes his presence known right away. 31 minutes into the game, giving us the 1-0 victory. Stats, pretty boring game. 4 shots, 0 on target for them. 43% possession, as we only had 3 shots, 1 on target. But we dominated in possession, so hopefully we can keep that going into our next matches and come out with some more victories in the Championship. Getting into this next game against Blackburn Rovers, they sit in 4th in the standings in the Championship, as we sit on the outside looking in for the sort of playoff promotion spots, as we will go ahead and simulate this game to make things a little bit interesting. Their recent form is 1 win and 2 draws. Hopefully, oh well, they score off the bat. 2nd minute into the game, Blackburn on top so far. As our usual starting 11, hope to come away with a victory here. At this point, we would love to take a draw out of this fixture as we are approaching the 60th minute. Musa Set, the new transfer, ties the game as Samuel for Blackburn gets them up by 1. Can we get a late goal to steal the tie? We cannot, and we fall to Blackburn 2-1. Kind of a disappointing result as we look to push forward here more, and we will get into the next game against Cardiff City. Getting into this match at home at the Valley here against Cardiff City, we have a match for the ages here early in this season against Cardiff City, who are 1 position ahead of us in the table. Hopefully we can come away with a win, and that will propel us into the playoff positions on the table. As you can see there, 12 points, only 3 behind Fulham, who we just beat. So if we win this game today, we will be propelled up to 4th place, which is pretty awesome stuff. But beforehand, we have to win this game to get into that position in the first place. But here we are underway against Cardiff. Ball taken away though by Vincenz, who's been really playing well this season. Find Musa Set, who finds Taylor. Who find Musa Set, who finds Manquillo. Javier Manquillo puts a cross in, but it is out for a corner kick as Aribo, looking to get a decent ball on this, puts one dangerously into the box. Punched away by the keeper though. Here. And it is just cleared away. That's a good reset 20 minutes into the game. Reset. Let's move this ball up through the midfield well. As we find Javier. Javier gets a that's a yellow at least by Cardiff right there. It is so indeed, as we get a free kick off of the Ashley Williams dangerous tackle on Javier Manquillo. We're just going to play this in with Taylor. Taylor towards Aribo. He goes for the volley. Ambitious effort by the young kid. I see Fosu. Fosu making a good run. There's a lot of men around him. We're going to send Javier, who makes beautiful runs into that post area. Ball played well in by Javier, but decent clearance by Cardiff City, and they are off to the races as Javier needs to get back. Dangerous opportunity there. Ball played in between our defenders, and Cardiff City are up by 1 here in the 30th minute of play. Great ball played in by the midfield as they get a nice little chip cross in between our 2 center backs, and he makes no mistake about it as we are down by 1 here, getting close to halftime. Find Musa Set, who finds Fosu. We send Javier, who this will be our last chance of the game. If we can get something here, we find Taylor. And that's the game, guys. A 1-0 defeat to Cardiff City away from home. Unlucky, but hopefully we can win the next simulated matches. Here in our next game, home against Sheffield Wednesday, we are playing our usual starting 11 here, hoping to get a decent sort of result, as Williams right off the bat in the 6th minute gets us up 1-0 here at home. Their recent form for Sheffield Wednesday looked to be 1-1-1 in their last 3 matches as halftime has hit. Vito Keeley comes on for Taylor, and 60 minutes gone by, Williams gets a second. Hooper puts one in as we are up 2-1 against Sheffield Wednesday. With 10 minutes left in the game, Sanchez with a yellow card, and we hold on for the slim victory 2-1 against Sheffield Wednesday. A hard-fought game. A solid 3 points to the table there, as we have gone 2-1 in this episode, putting us back up to 7th position, and we will get into the next simulated match in just a second. And here at the end of September, we have actually been bumped down to 12th place with 14 points, hoping for another victory here against Bristol City, a lesser opponent, as their latest form is 2 losses and 1 draw against some pretty good opponents. They actually lose a man in the 4th minute. He actually doesn't come off the pitch, but is injured. Hopefully we can take advantage of a sort of wounded duck out there, as halftime is approaching here. Solly on a yellow in the 20th minute. Halftime is here. Nothing is happening. 60 minutes gone by. They sub off the injured man. They make 2 more substitutions as well. as we are trying to find anything, and nothing does come of the match. As a 0-0 draw, that is 1 point to the table. And that is going to be the end of the episode, guys, as we are in 11th position, getting into the month of, what month are we getting into? October, as we have some big games here against Preston North and Millwall. And then we have an international break and come back and play Swansea, Luton Town, and Queen's Park Rangers. So 5 games in the month of October, and getting into November, a pretty tough month with games against Derby County and Nottingham Forest. So the next 2 episodes are pretty big for the table, as we will go ahead and take a look deeper into the table, as we don't have anyone in the top 8 for scoring yet. As you see there, we are in 11th place, 18, only a game behind that top 6 position, Derby County. So if we could put a couple games together, winning some games, we can definitely get into this sort of top 6 of teams to fight for the playoff and sort of find a way to fight for the Premier League. As we'll go ahead and look at the bottom of the table, Brentford, Barnsley, and Preston. It kind of sucks that we weren't able to take advantage against Bristol City. They've only won 1 game this season, so kind of frustrating there, as we are 4-3-3. Not too bad, but not great. Not where we want to be so far. 10 games into the season, I thought we would be around 5th to 7th position, but really only 1 or 2 points behind that, so not too worried about the team. The team has been playing really well. Squad is in decent form. Everyone is on the up and up. Musa Set, a great transfer that we brought in. Aribo up to a 70. Darlow's been pretty solid in net, and honestly, the surprise for me has been Solly at right back, the 68 overall rated right back. Our captain of Charlton Athletic has been playing really well for us, so very impressed with his form, and hopefully Declan Rice can sort of pick it up and play a little bit bigger of a role in that center defensive midfield position. But other than that, that is going to be it for today's episode, guys. If you did enjoy it, be sure to drop a thumbs up. If you're not subscribed to the channel, be sure to subscribe for more videos coming up in the future. And as always, guys, stay dusty.